Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
What's going on, moviegoers all over the world? My name is Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, ladies and gentlemen, moviegoers all over the world. And this is our singing review. Ta-da-da-da-da.
That's the wrong song.
Okay, alright guys. Alrighty, man, so this is our review of Mary Poppins Returns, ladies and gentlemen. Not Batman Returns, Mary Poppins. Of course, I mentioned everything in Batman.
Oh. It's an
Alrighty,
obsession, really.
Alrighty, guys, let's get right to it. So this is actually stars of course, we all know the famous Emily Blunt. Now, I know you have a lot to say about this. I know you do, and
yeah. So
someone that loves the original of this movie, guys. So this is decades after the original film, obviously.
Yeah. So I was a little hesitant going into the film because I love the classic with Julie Andrews. She's amazing. I couldn't imagine any other person portraying Mary Poppins the way she did. And I do like Emily Blunt. I think she's done phenomenal in the role she's already taken on.
Yes.
And I wasn't sure how she would portray or transition to a musical character such as Mary Poppins. But I've got to say, I was pleasantly surprised. I think she did a spot-on job.
Yes.
I think just the mannerisms, like her personality, even the musical numbers, she did very well. And I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yes, I'm going to agree with you there, too, as well. This film was really... it was very surprising for me because... not being a Mary Poppins fan. I mean, I've seen the original one. I just haven't really loved it so much. I haven't to where like I memorize this. I mean, just to where I can memorize the songs, sing the songs in my head over and over. Like, but for the most part, I will say this: Emily Blunt was phenomenal in it, and she was great. I loved how she just has. I mean, just an amazing accent alone. I just loved it so much. I loved her outfit so much. I loved the blush on her cheeks. I mean, just every small little details I loved about her character. Her costume was amazing. I loved it so much. Kudos to the cast and crew and the makeup artist and everyone out there.
Costume designer. Did not just with her outfits, but I think everyone else's outfits.
Yeah.
And it was just beautifully done, like you said, like her costumes, like from the smallest details, like you said, her gloves,
yes,
to like the little scars and the hat. I think it was
what I did love too. What I noticed also was that when she was going up, when they showed her into town, going to the bank, there was this one scene where it has everybody and everyone's wearing black, and she's the only one that's wearing colorful colors. She's bright, she's blue. I mean, blue and red, like I loved it so much. I love that colorfulness and just the blue with the white dots in it. That was awesome. I loved her costumes. That was phenomenal. I loved her costumes more than I loved the songs, really. I mean,
I gotta say, the songs, compared to the original, I feel like there was not one standout right? song that everyone will associate with that particular movie. Like for me, the originals, it's the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious scene, all that.
Wow. Say it again.
No.
Say it 10 more times.
I think it's just that whole sequence. It's just a very iconic. You mentioned that, even just that one phrase, that one word, and everyone knows instantly what movie you're talking about. But I feel like this film didn't have any songs, at least for me, that were like that, or that could be attributed to this, film, which is disappointing. But overall, I think the musical numbers were pretty well. I think the original songs were very well done. The choreography was phenomenal. I think there was the sequence where I don't know what to call them, the Leary, those who are employed to turn on and off the lamps.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I think they have their own musical number, their sequence. So they have like this elaborate dance choreography, like all panned out. And it was great. I think all the dancers were wonderful.
Yeah. And then we also did, the cast and crew, I'm going to mention Dick Van Dyke is in here as well, which is phenomenal. I love him. I love him so much. This is how crazy it is. So, like, I love Dick Van Dyke. I loved him ever since I first saw him in Diagnosed Murder, his own TV show he had way back when. And that was a phenomenal TV show.
More of a Forensic Files
person. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Diagnosed Murder was amazing. His son was a sheriff, of course, in the film. I just loved it, and it went on and on and on. And also, we did get as well was Colin Firth And,
Colin Firth,
yeah,
yes.
Colin Firth. I was all like, we just saw him from Kingsman. I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Great. I think he does well. It's just so hard because he just has such a nice face.
Yes.
He just looks like a nice person, and unfortunately, he is the bad guy.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler, he's the bad guy, and I was like, no.
And we did get Meryl Streep in here too.
I love Meryl Streep. She's just so like elaborate and just like. It's great. I just love everything.
Cousin. I was all cousin.
Yeah, she plays the cousin of Mary
Poppins,
which is surprising.
Yeah, so I mean, overall, this film for me, without being a Mary Poppins fan, I did love Emily Blunt in it so much, and she is the Mary Poppins from now to the future to the next generation, and for the kids, for the Mary Poppins fans that are adults already, and to their kids as well. So I'm gonna say that. What would you rate this movie?
I would rate it a 7.
Okay.
Solid 7. I think the acting by Emily Blunt did very well. The costumes did well. Even though the music was...
Her singing was actually pretty good.
It was. I didn't think that she, was a singer. But she proved all of us wrong. And she had her own musical number, which I think was pretty well done.
Rate 1 out of 10. I have to give this a 6. Solid 6. Just the climax of this movie was very... normal. I will say very, very settled. It wasn't. I wouldn't even say a climax film. It just felt like very smooth. It felt like a very smooth.
It was very. I guess it had like a beginning and a middle and an end, and there wasn't a very intense climax. There was a climactic moment, in the film, but it wasn't like intense. I guess mainly because it's not very actiony. It's a little bit more mild for family. Mm-hmm. But I think it was a pretty well done, well drawn out story. And I think it was done very well.
Alrighty, guys. As always, I'm your host Ryan D. aka Ryan 680.
I'm Angela, that cat with the Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like our video, guys. As always, thank you for making us a part of your day.